The primary reason for my being in Tanzania is that from a Pan-Africanist perspective, we are aware of what is happening in Tanzania. And we as Africans are responsible for the protection of Tanzania. We are responsible for the advancement and protection of President Magufuli, because as things stand right now, he is like a lone voice in the wilderness. He is championing the cause for the advancement of African people. President Magufuli is standing strong at the moment, pushing for the recognition of our Africanness, for the reclamation of our African pride. If we don't stand and support our reclamation of who we are as African people, we are going to lose our continent. The Tanzania First policy that President Magufuli is pushing, some of us are saying we have to be talking about Africa first. So we are pushing a position that basically says, right across the continent, let us begin to identify and speak to issues in the same manner that President Magufuli is putting them out there. At the moment, he is the person who is articulating a position that is meaningful for the global African nation. One of the things I would love for every Tanzanian to begin to appreciate is that you are at a position right now as Tanzanians where you can be the leaders for the reclamation of the African continent. You can be leaders for the healing of humanity. Because where Tanzania stands right now, if all of us across the continent were to stand strong and take our position, then we would go very, very far. So basically, my being here is to consolidate the position that President Magufuli has put out there in as far as who we are as African people are concerned, and also the cautionary position that President Magufuli is taking in as far as the vaccination of the continent is concerned. Because what is clear is that right across, we are still dealing with experimental medication in the name of vaccination. And now, if we all just readily accept it, and we find that along the line it kills us, what are we going to do? An experiment was done in Kenya, particularly on young women who were vaccinated, and next thing, when they were trying to bear children, they were all getting abortions, literally. They would self-abort. And when the research was done to go back to and find, okay, why is it happening to people just from the same community? And it was discovered that years back, there had been experimentation done by vaccinating young women. And these are the same young women who were going through this particular process. So everything that President Magufuli is saying about us being careful about what we are taking in is very, very important. What he is saying about us being careful as regards the mask is very, very important. So we are pledging solidarity with the people of Tanzania. We are pledging solidarity with President Magufuli. But over and above pledging solidarity through the internet, over and above pledging solidarity by sending WhatsApp messages, we are saying we are here on the ground. I am here to say, people of Tanzania, we are together. I am an African just as much as you are Africans. And we have a responsibility one to the other. Gone are the days where we would allow an African leader to be isolated and attacked alone. There is this document called Let Us Make a Slave. One of the things that Let Us Make a Slave talks to, it says, identify as many differences as you can amongst, they were calling them niggers at the time. Identify as many differences as you can. Height, complexion, gender, anything, and then magnify those differences till they start fighting with the other. And there'll always be that one who wants to be the leader, who stands up, knock him, and everyone else will scatter. So basically what we are saying is, as Pan-Africanists, we will not allow a scenario where African presidents stand in isolation if they are taking us forward as African people.